Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Omar Ruiz Gaytan de Leon. Today I will be presenting the final project presentation for the I-405 improvement project. This project was finalized on 2023, December. It's a project that I worked for as a construction project manager for my previous employer. The project is located in California in United States and as is a highway renovation project. The main sponsor for this project would be Caltrans, which is the governmental authority in charge of all these kind of infrastructure developments. Um, in this case, I work for a company called HLE, Highlight Electric. We were a construction company that works with everything related to electricity, lighting, and electrical installations within the highways. And we were the main electrical contractor for this project. We were reporting to the general contractor, which is OC405 Partners. All right, so let's start with the project scope. The I-405 improvement project involves basically 16 miles of freeway lanes um, that we were going to be expanding to reduce congestion on this freeway, which is one of the most congested highways in the metropolitan area in Los Angeles. We will be installing LED lighting systems for enhanced visibility and safety, and we will be upgrading the traffic and monitoring systems to improve real-time traffic management. This project will have a duration, sorry, of about 6 years, starting on January 2017. And as I told you, it was finalized on December 2023. You can see a little map here that shows all the main avenues that like cross this highway, starting in Bolsa Chica and ending in the intersection between the 405 freeway and the 73 express lane connector. So all that yellow area that you can see on the map is the scope of work where we will be working, or we worked in this case. Now, the project objectives and outcomes. The primary objective of this project was, of course, to reduce traffic congestion and improve traffic flow. This is due to the high amount of vehicles that were every day like traveling on this avenue. As you can see on the corner in the right left, basically the 405 freeway was the number one slowest morning commutes, which means that between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., people within this area will spend hours stuck in traffic. And this is because, well, the lanes that the freeway had were not enough. So this results in the need of implementing and extending lanes to this freeway to reduce the times of people traveling on this area. At the same time, we will enhance the road safety through advanced lighting and monitoring systems to try to get an outcome where the project will provide faster commute times, fewer accidents, and better traffic monitoring, benefiting thousands of daily commuters. All right, so which are the project requirements? For this project to be successful, several requirements had to be met. The first one was acquiring the LED lights, traffic signals, and construction materials required for the project. The second, quality standards. We had to follow the compliance with Caltrans regulations and all the other standard specifications that we needed to follow for this project to comply with safety and efficiency, of course. The time management, meeting key milestones and avoiding project delays was also part of this project, and keeping a good cost control. We had a budget of 37, sorry, million USD. Um, and then it was basically 6-year project, which required us to try to keep our cost within the budget during the execution phase of this project. It was quite complicated as a lot of extra work occurred during this project, but that was handled through extra work orders directly with the general contractor, and we needed approval for each and every single extra work that was done within this project. The last one is the risk management. By identifying, of course, and addressing supply chain delays and other potential disruptions, we have to consider that this project was constructed during the COVID-19 pandemic that hit it worldwide. And this in LA, this caused a lot of disruptions in the supply chain, especially for concrete supplies and metal. So that was one of the issues that we have to face during the project. Luckily, we were able to complete within time and budget by utilizing several suppliers, as well as managing with the general manager and general contractors all the times for the construction. Now, talking a little bit about the project team and how the communication plan was managed. The project manager, of course, in this case was me. I was responsible for the overall project execution. I was managing the project since, from my office in Mexico. But every month I used to travel to LA to supervise the project and the guys on the field, provide any training, talk with the providers, and make sure everything was according to plan. Then we have a site supervisor that was overseeing the daily operations on site. His name was Teodoro Fernandez, and he was responsible for all the operations on the field. Then we have the QA/QC manager, which was on charge of ensuring compliance with quality standards. The procurement officer, which was managing material acquisition, and the safety inspector, which was required to be on site every day, enforcing safety protocols to keep all our employers safe. To maintain effective communication, we implemented weekly reports that were submitted to Caltrans and the general contractor, as well as bi-weekly meetings that were held with all our subcontractors like BT Electric. Public notifications as well were released to keep communication channels in between us, the subcontractors, and the general contractor, as well as the project sponsor. Now, tracking, monitoring, and control, we use several tools here. The main one was ClickUp to track and monitor progress for task tracking and project scheduling. So this is a really handful tool that allows to create a lot of Gantt charts, daily task list, and different notes on equipment and tasks that were completed or were still pending. It's similar to project from Microsoft, which we also use in smaller projects. And we use as well Bluebeam, which is a PDF editor that allows to import a lot of databases from Excel to keep track of the as-built plans and other parameters within the project. The key performance indicators included plan versus actual progress on construction installations, budget variances, and financial oversight, sorry, as well as compliance checks to meet safety and regulatory requirements. Then we had to obviously comply with the future improvements to ensure compliance with the government organization, in this case, Caltrans. So we needed to regulate safety and environmental audits, make sure that they were conducted on time, as well as stakeholder approvals and documentations were properly managed. Of course, safety was one of our main concerns within this project. We didn't want to have any fatalities or accidents. So in order to start constructing in any area, we needed to notify all the stakeholders involved to keep our staff safe. Future improvement and recommendations, well, establishing backup suppliers to mitigate procurement risk, implementing predictive traffic modeling for enhanced planning, and improving stakeholder communication for a smoother execution. Sometimes, the company that was in charge of the traffic closures was not always available on the time that we needed to go on the field and complete one project. So one of the important solutions here was to find a second provider that was as well certified by Caltrans, and in that way we didn't rely just in one company. Project closure and final handover. As the project nears completion, we run the final inspections, which were scheduled on November 2023, just before the closing, to ensure the project completion was on time. And then the handover process, where we transfer all the responsibility to Caltrans after the project was finalized from our part. And then the final project report, which included budget and maintenance guidelines that were submitted as well to Caltrans. You can see on the corner of the slides here that the project was named actually finalist for the project of the year in California, as it was a huge impact and beneficial project for the community, enhancing the travel times of people around the area, with a huge investment as well from government and private organizations. Lessons learned. Well, what worked well in this project was basically the effective risk management and contingency planning, a strong team collaboration, and a stakeholder engagement. And some challenges that we faced was the supply chain disruptions due to the COVID-19, which caused minor delays, budget fluctuations due to material price increases, as well as extra work instructions provided by the general manager, general contractor as well. And so key takeaways, future projects should focus on stronger supplier contracts and better forecasting for budget planning. As a conclusion, the I-405 improvement project has successfully achieved all its objectives despite challenges with improvements in traffic flow, safety, and monitoring. This project serves as a model for future infrastructure developments. We believe we did an amazing job working together with BT Electric as our main subcontractor. This project also required a lot of collaboration between our field project people, which was from HLE. They were the ones on site constructing and supervising the project, and MPI GDL, which was a company located in Mexico that was in charge of all the management from long distance in this case, but we were constantly traveling to supervise the project. A special thanks to Caltrans, which was the main stakeholder and project sponsor of this amazing project. As a government organization, they were really always helpful, solving all the issues, questions, or doubts that we may have regarding all the specifications of the project. And OC405 Partners, which was the general contractor as well, kept a really well communication channel always open in between them and HLE, which allows to work together and achieve all the goals of the project. So that's all from my part. I would like to thank you all for listening to the presentation, and as well as if you have any questions, you can always submit them. Thank you so much. See you next time.